legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice. I am hoping. Oh, hold on, I ain't do that right. I'm hoping, girl, to see justice before all face to black. Yes, it's your girl Cadillac. Anyways, coming through today, December the 25th. I guess this is Vlogmas Day 25. I have not participated, so y'all forgive me. So much been going on. But I woke up this morning and I barely could sleep. I woke up. I kind of went to bed feeling kind of. I usually get into this mode towards the end of the year, right? I think what ended up sparking this feeling is because yesterday I had plans that we were supposed to get the U-Haul so that I could move my storage, get rid of that storage because the storage is becoming quite expensive. Since I got the storage, it has doubled in price. So I'm like, before the end of the month, I want to go ahead and get rid of that storage so that I can knock a bill off of my list, like drowning in bills and debt and stuff like that. And we went to go pick up the U-Haul, but for some reason now, I guess it's after hours, so they put the U-Haul truck on the outside of the gate of the U-Haul store, and you have to go online, so everything's automated, right? So you go online and you put in a code or whatever, and then I guess they have you take the keys because the keys are in the truck or whatever. So the app keeps telling my daughter that there is something missing off the order that is not there. So we can't pick up the U-Haul truck, right? And we sat on hold for over 30 minutes trying to get in touch with somebody. It is Christmas Eve, so I'm guessing there is nobody available. So end up last thing she had to do was just cancel the order, right? And I'm like, so when am I gonna do this? When am I going to be able to clear out that storage? It's furniture. I don't know how I'm going to do it because I am one person trying to clear out a storage of furniture loaded up in a truck. And I'm like, how am I going to do this on my own? So I already was nervous about it yesterday, but then I was like, Lord, just take over. Just let this, I always pray that things be easier than I suspect that they would be. So when we get there, we can't get the truck. There's really no other good day to do this before they charge me because they're going to charge my card again for another month of the storage on the 30th. So I really need to be out of that storage by the 29th. So I'm like, dang, another thing not working out. So I don't know. It gets kind of, you get frantic when you're like, you know you're at the bottom of your barrel. In my case, I know I'm at the bottom of my barrel. I know that I'm not making a lot of money. I know that the lack of making enough money, soon this balancing act is gonna crash and fall. So I barely at this moment got it together for the moment. So I'm scraping to pay, bills and stuff like that. I'm trying to knock off my bills that I can knock off, and it just doesn't seem to be working. The only thing that is going to bring me out of this is to elevate and make more money, right? But this is where the broke, I mean, not the broke, yeah, it is a broke situation, but this is where the stuck situation comes in, where you want change so badly, but you can't break free of the cycle that you're in to have that change take place. So you got to be able to break free of the cycle so that you can, you know, get into a new, like, it's almost like breaking the matrix. How do you break out of this freaking matrix so that you can actually be living the existence that you're supposed to? And it's very challenging for me. And because it has been so challenging, when things get so challenging that they, I don't solve them, it's not that they can't be solved, but I'm not solving them. It's clearly everything I'm trying is not solving the situation, I start to get depressed because it feels like I can't change it, I can't fix it. And I don't know, it gets hard always being, I am a prison wife, so I don't have a husband in my immediate vicinity that can help me with these things like this. So when it comes to things like clearing a storage or doing things like that, I'm always kind of by myself, trying to figure it out, trying to do it. And the thing is, I don't really have a lot of supportive family. Y'all know that that's been one of the things I've been relaying to you guys on this channel. And I'm just in a time in my life where if you're not 100% real, I don't really even want to keep maintaining fake relationships. So I'm in the process of just trying to cut that off. It's either be real or be nothing, like honestly. So it leaves you, though you're weeding out the fake and just trying to leave the real, which the real is always scarce. It's always a lack of real people, right? And I guess that's, if we all be honest in all of our lives, there's a lack of real people in all of our lives, right? But it leaves you alone. And you start thinking, like, how am I going to get out of this? And I was having a discussion with Marcello, like, day before yesterday, because I'm starting to feel this anxiety and this overwhelmingness coming back upon me. For a while, it feels like that burden was lifted off of me, and you just feel so light and just airy when that burden does lift off of you. But when the burden of anxiety is placed back on your shoulders, you start to feel, you don't feel, you feel like you're living, or you're alive, right? But you don't feel like you're living. And you don't feel like you're living in the the abundance that you should be living in. And you don't feel like you're living the existence that you're supposed to be living in. Like, I know God could not have created me to just struggle my whole life. And not only just struggle my whole life, but struggle and not achieve. Like, that's crazy. I would rather not even try than to struggle and struggle and struggle and try and try and try and never achieve. Because if you look at it, they're in the same boat. The person that never attempted anything and the person that attempted everything but failed everything. You're kind of living in the same boat. They both don't have, you know. But it's just the one that struggled and struggled and tried and tried and tried doesn't have, but they're also tired because they were doing the most trying to achieve, right? So I don't know, it's, you just get stuck in this cycle. I already know my graphic design career is so far gone. That ship is gonna sail away. Like, you know that what's his name? I gotta be strong, gotta hold on. It won't be too long. Now the tides are something. I feel something, something. Anyway, my ship has gone and sailed away. That's how it feels like. It feels like it must have been some opportunity in my life, and I literally just missed that boat some way. I missed the boat, and I'm waiting on the next boat to come in, and it's not coming because I missed my boat. I missed my opportunity. So I'm looking at watching my boat of being a graphic designer float away because not a, I don't have the time to devote to it because I'm on a work ship. I'm watching my boat of content creator float and sail away because it just It's not happening. And if it is ever going to happen in my life, girl, judging by how long it's taken, it's that much longer before. Because I haven't even scratched the surface. I'm barely nowhere, you know, on my content creation journey. Though I'm years and years and decades in on it, but I'm still nowhere yet. So the true actuality of being able to work from home for me is so far off my radar, right? The ship is gone and sailed away. So what is left is my employment. That's what's left. That's what's gonna be paying the bills. That's what's gonna be, you know, putting food on the table. And it's like, I know that I was created for so much more than that. It hurts. It really does. It hurts because why did God give me all the talents He gave me? I mean, and I think about that Eminem lyric. He said, "My gift is my curse." I have several gifts that end up being my curse. See, a gift is something you just do so well, and you don't even know why you do it so well. You don't know where it comes. Well, you know it comes from God, but sometimes it feels like those gifts make you think that's what you're supposed to be doing. They make you think, I can draw this well and I can paint this well. I'm supposed to be an artist. And when you pursue and pursue and pursue, but you never, ever become that artist, then what was the gift for? What do you do with the gift? I don't know. And then you're left with only the options of keep pursuing your gifts in vain and never seeing your turn come, watching everybody take their turn, and you wait patiently in line, but your turn never comes. Or you can quit. And once you quit, pretty much the only option then is it's really, it's like the person that quits, their life pretty much is going to stay in that manner. But the person that pursues beyond, even though their life continually does stay the same, they stay on the same plane. They never elevate. They never put no more, they never get out of scarcity living, like living barely check to check. They never get above that, above poverty level, but they still have that hope that one day they will. So the only thing difference in the two is the hope. And a lot of times, like they say, what happens to hope deferred? Raising in the sun, what does it do? Does it dry up? Hope deferred just puts you in this place. You really don't want to be there. You don't want to seem as though you're just, what is it? Just ungrateful. It's not about being ungrateful. It's just knowing you're something, but you're something else, but you're living your life as something way beneath what you were supposed to be, what you were made to be, and what your purpose was. I would hate to lead this life never fulfilling my purpose. And unless my purpose is with corporal tunneled hands that barely can hold a thing, continually bringing food to the table to people for not enough to even bring food to the table hardly for my family, then I guess I'm living that purpose. I don't know. It's just every time you look on to the next year, you look back on this year and you were so hopeful going into this year that this year would be the year of the turnaround, the anticipation, the what the hope, what why the hope was there because you're waiting for that turnaround, that moment, that one. It won't always be like this. It won't always be like this. This is why we fight on. But when it's always like this, then you're like, so what was the hope for, right? So you go into looking back over that year and saying, oh, wow, nothing really changed. I thought it was going to be a change from the year before to this year. Nothing changed. I could look back over not even just going into this year, hoping that things would be better and things would turn around. And finally, I get my shot, my opportunity. I've been so patient. I've worked so diligently. I've been so faithful. That this could be my year, and then saying, no, pretty much this wasn't your year. So you kind of go down for a minute, depressed, because, like, oh, so when is my year ever coming? Is it ever coming at that point? That's what you start thinking. Is my ship ever coming in? Or should I just leave the dock? Because it's not, you know. So you kind of sit there for a minute, but then you redirect yourself and say, okay, well, this year is going to be the year. I don't know. For me, I'm just tired. I'm literally tired. It's like being in a never ending sparring match where, hold on one second, guys. A sparring match where you keep getting knocked out on the ground, but you keep getting right back up, but you never really win the fight. So you just in that continual sparring, never ending. And you're tired, you're winded, and it's like you really need someone to call the fight, like literally. Either I lose or I win. Like, which one is it? It's gotta be one, because I cannot continue right here just fighting, right? But I don't know. Could be, most likely, if we judge by the past, this is just a feeling that is, I'm just discouraged, really, to be honest with you. I'm discouraged about lessening that storage bill. I'm seeing that I'm not going to be able to lessen it right now, and I don't see any more money coming in from anywhere. So I don't know, how am I going to stay afloat? That's what it really is. It's discouragement about that. But judging from my past, I fall down and I get back up. Ugh. But sometimes I just really want to just stay down and realize, Keita, pretty much you lost this fight, right? All right, guys. Well, I will see you later. Y'all can check out the live last night. I was drawing Miss Katroya J. As we reviewed some of her videos. I really love her. One of the YouTubers. I am really like, I don't know. There's only a handful that actually speak to something within me, right? Most of them are not really talking about too much of anything. So this is one that I have been watching hard down. I was trying to do Reality Is, finish that project, Reach the World, that I started of her, but I could not find the screenshot I took to draw that from. And it was difficult because I didn't really have any pictures of Reality Is. And what I ended up having to do was go to one of her TikToks and screenshot it. But I can't get that same still image because I guess I must have deleted, that image. So I said I wasn't able to do that one. I'm literally honestly gonna have to, if I can't find that same angle, camera angle that I screenshot her in, then I'm gonna have to start over with hers. So all right guys, I will talk to y'all later. All right, it's your girl Cadillac. But if you've been rolling with me for a while, y'all already know this is how I am, girl. All right.